What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Rain. I started collecting plants maybe about 8 months ago, and today I'm going to share with you the 9 different plants that I will not buy again. And there are 4 reasons why I will not buy these plants again. And it's not 4 reasons for each and every plant, but at least one of these reasons is why I will not buy each of the plants. So reason number 1, the plant died too easily. I am a newer plant parent and I need to have plants that are going to be easy for me at this stage of my plant journey. When plants die on me, I kind of get a little bit traumatized from it. And thinking about having that plant again in my life kind of stresses me out, depending on what plant it is. So I have had some plants die on me, like my lavender plant and a couple of my Hoyas, but I do plan on purchasing those plants again. The ones on this list that I am not going to ever buy again are genuses of plants that I'm just not familiar with. So the lavender plant, I'm not familiar with those yet, but they smell so good even when they die that I will buy those over and over again, especially at the price that I got it, which was only $5. And the Hoyas, I am used to having Hoyas. I have a large collection, somewhat large. So I have replaced at least one of the Hoyas that died on me and it's doing just fine now. The second reason is that the plant gets pest infestation way too easily. Reason number 3 is that the plant is high maintenance. I love easy plants. I love plants that stay beautiful and don't crinkle up or brown too easily. I don't want to have to constantly pick off leaves or constantly have to prune the plant. It's got to be easy maintenance or middle maintenance. The high maintenance, the ones that I've got that are high maintenance, in my opinion, I am keeping, but I will not be purchasing them again. Reason number 4 is the growth habit. There are some plants that I just don't like the look of because of the way that they grow, like the shape of the plant. So let's get started with the list. And number 1 on my list is English ivy. So I have propagations in here because both of my English ivies, I have the green and the variegated, both of them got huge infestations of spider mites. And I have been told that they will come back over and over again. There's no staving off the spider mites. So I have had these propagations in this jar for months. And I don't think I've opened this thing up the entire time. I do have 2 other propagations that are out of their jar now, or out of their propagation enclosed station, and I have them isolated. So I'm keeping an eye on them. If the spider mites return, the plants are gone. And I don't know, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep this in here forever. It's so interesting. This thing is thriving in here, even though I have not opened it up the entire time. It's been months. I think that the zeolite in the pond is helping to maintain the pH, and the water, I guess, is just getting recycled maybe, or it's just there. and it's been like this the entire time. And plants are so interesting. They can use both oxygen and carbon dioxide. So it's maintaining itself in this little terrarium here. So other than the pests, I mean, I love the plant. It's beautiful and it grows well. It's easy to take care of, but spider mites are gross and I don't want this thing attracting them and possibly passing them on to my other plants in my collection. So I'm not buying this ever again. Plant number 2 is actually 2 plants because they kind of look the same to me. It's the same type of plant, I feel like, but one of them is the aeonium and the other one is the echeveria. I think that's how you say it. So maybe I can find pictures of what this used to look like and a picture of my echeveria, which I lost to, I'm pretty sure it was mealybugs. So this aeonium kiwi was super, super cute when I first got it. It had the most beautiful pink color. And I actually had 2 of these. And this one died easily. The other one, I think because it didn't get enough sunlight. The other one was getting maybe more sunlight than this one was, but it was getting really gangly and it just wasn't looking that healthy. So I put that one outside and it's doing much better. So I do live in a desert and it's getting lots of bright sunlight out there. It's in the shade, but it's getting way more sunlight than what it was in my house. And it is doing better out there, but that kind of now feels like an outdoor plant to me and not so much like an indoor plant. And they weren't like my favorite plants to have around, so I won't be purchasing either of these types of plants anymore. The third type of plant that I will not buy again is the string ofs. So this used to be a string of pearls, and I used to have a string of tears. That one I got for my daughter. It was in her room. So I wanted to teach her how to take care of plants, but both of them shriveled up overnight. There was like no saving the plants except for this one string that I have been trying to propagate for months. And it has like started to wrinkle and dry up, and I really don't know what to do for it. I have no idea if it's making progress or not. It started growing 3 new little tiny buds, but they haven't really shown progress. Like they might be a little tiny bit bigger than they were like months ago, but I don't know. I guess it's still alive because it's still green. This just seems like a more finicky plant. And I did learn after the fact that you're supposed to bottom water these, which is a little bit more high maintenance than I want in my life. Top watering is just way easier for me. Like having to fill up a tub and then set the pot in there and then set a timer for 20 minutes. Like, I don't know, that's a bit much for me, especially having over 100 plants and I'm just busy. So, as cute as they are, I mean, if I had someone in my house who knew how to take care of these and liked taking care of them, I would love to have them around because they are super cute, especially the string of pearls. But I'll never be purchasing one for myself. Fourth plant on my list is the spider plant, which is weird because I thought these were supposed to be super easy to take care of. They lied. So, this is actually my second dying spider plant. The first one that I got was a propagation that someone had given to me for free. And it was given to me as a water propagation. So I just left it in the water. And I thought, you know, plants last like almost forever in the water when they're propagating like that. But then it started to rot. And then it slowly just like died all the way. And now this one is in the soil. This was a curly spider plant and it was so cute. And I don't know why this is happening. I let it dry out completely before I water it. So maybe this is another plant that needs to be bottom watered. I really don't know. And if it is, I don't want it because I don't want to do bottom watering. But it's kind of sad because I think it's a really cute plant. We just don't have that chemistry, me and the spider plant. So I won't be purchasing these anymore. The fifth plant on my list is the peace lily. Another plant that I thought was supposed to be super easy to take care of, but for me, it's just not working out. I keep getting these crispy leaves, and I've taken off so many leaves from this one plant right here, and I can see that there are some pups growing out. So I will be keeping the plant, like all these plants I'll keep as long as they stay alive for me. But I won't be ever purchasing them again. So I love plants that are drought tolerant, which most of my plants seem like they are. I have a lot of Hoyas, philodendrons, even monsteras. Like they seem like they can handle some drought or just being dry. And the peace lily seems like it cannot. So as soon as it starts to dry out in the soil, like these leaves will just start yellowing and then they just turn ugly and then have to cut them off. So no more peace lilies for me. And then I even had the variegated peace lily, and look at that. I don't know what it wants. What do you want from me? I don't know if it needs more water or less water or different soil, different substrate, more sun, less sun. Like I have no idea what to do for this thing. So I'll keep it as long as it's green, but I'm not buying this anymore. Number 6 is the ice plants. So I have had 2 ice plants. One of them I put outside on my balcony. That one is still alive, but I think it's dormant. I think it went dormant during the winter, and it just does not look great. This one I had inside, and it just shriveled up all of a sudden. So it just seems like a sensitive plant, and it doesn't seem like it's easy to take care of. Or maybe it's just me. I mean, it could just be me. But I mean, I do have over 100 plants, and most of them, almost all of them actually, are thriving. So I don't know. It's just me and some plants, like we just don't go together. So it was actually a really cute plant. Like I love the leaves. They're so plump and soft. Like it was so fun squeezing them. Like I wouldn't like squeeze them all the way, but just like, feeling them, like they're so cute. But if I can't keep it alive, there's no use having it. For number 7, I had chosen the syngoniums, but then I talked myself out of it and I took it off the list. So I have been neglecting these plants and I just wasn't really feeling it. But when I was talking about them in the video and I was looking at the leaves, I started falling in love with the shape of the leaves and the colors. And as I thought about all the different shapes and different colors that these come in, I thought, well, I guess maybe I might purchase more syngoniums in the future. Plant number 8, what could it be? Can you see it? Caladiums. What is this? This plant was meant to be wild. It's growing like crazy. Just all over the place. These probably do really well outside in certain zones. Probably not mine. It's so I love the leaves on this plant. I feel like it's so unique. Um, but it's just like all over the place. It looks wild. I feel like it does not want to be contained in this pot. It wants to take over my whole house. And it is kind of high maintenance. Like I have to constantly take dead leaves off of this thing, probably more than any of my other plants. I'm thinking yes. I think I have to take leaves off of this plant more than any other plant. So I mean, it is very, very beautiful, even from afar, up close or from afar. It's so beautiful. But like, look at these drooping leaves. Like, well, I don't know, what is that? I mean, it doesn't look great in this pot right now. I don't know what to do with this thing. I might put it in a bigger pot. I might put it in my huge rectangular shaped ceramic pot that I made and see how it does in there. And if I was in the right zone, I would put this outside somewhere in my yard. It would be so cool. I love this plant. But as long as I'm living here in Vegas in a desert, I'm not going to be buying any more of these. The final one, number 9. And I just could not think of a 10th plant. I tried to make it an even number, but I cannot get that 10th one on the list. But number 9 is philodendron, the whites. This is my white princess. And then I have my white knight here. So I love the leaves. The variegation is so beautiful on these plants. So beautiful. I love how milky white the leaves get. That is so, so beautiful. But with this one, I think this might be the only plant that is on the list because of its growth habit. So this is a climber, but it looks like a side crawler to me. Like it grows out to the side if you don't give it a pole. And I don't like the look of that. But I've also seen people grow these on poles, and I kind of don't like the look of that either. Like for some reason, like the long stem and then the smaller leaf is like, it's not my style. So I had gotten this plant because it had such beautiful pink colors on the stems, and I was hoping that it was gonna give me some pink on the leaves. So far, not yet. I mean, it might still happen, and I definitely am gonna keep this plant. I'm thinking about propagating it and maybe like selling the cuttings or something like that, because I just don't want it to grow bigger than it is. Like, I just feel like it's gonna flop over onto its side, and I do not want to have to give it a stake or a moss pull or anything. So I'll probably just keep cutting the top off every once in a while, and then maybe like start a new plant or sell it, something like that. So those are the 9 plants out of my entire collection that I will not be buying again. Let me know what you think. Do I have any plants on here that you absolutely love? I'm so sorry. If you can change my mind about it, please let me know down there. Like, change my mind. Like, the reasoning is really important, but sometimes the feeling just outweighs anything that you can think up in your mind. And if there were any plants on the list that you were thinking about getting, let me know if this was helpful to you at all in making a decision either way, whether you get it or not. My next plant video for next week is going to be another plant tour video, but then the one after that, I'm thinking about doing my top 10 plant list. Either that or I might rate my Hoyas or my philodendrons. I haven't decided yet, but let me know if there's one that you would prefer to see. And until then, thank you for watching and enjoy your plants.